And what I'm going to ask you to do right now, because we do have some time before our pastor comes and preaches the word and challenges us, on your table there are some envelopes and a pen, and I think we know why they're there. We're going to challenge you tonight. If you have come with an idea of what you're going to give that amount, but ask God, can I give more? About 8 years ago, somebody said, why don't you just challenge those folks to give $1,000? I said, all right. And 7 people did. We had $7,000 more. So I'm going to challenge you tonight to give $1,000. And somebody can be challenged to give $5,000. You say, well, we don't have that kind of people around. Well, how do we know that? Because God is the one who blesses us. God is the one who puts on our heart to give a gift. How can we judge a person in terms of their giving? And why should we? So I'm just an intermediary here. I'm just asking you to do what God would have you to do with the money He has given you to save not only babies, but to save souls. The older I get, I keep repeating this when I go to churches, I cannot think of one more important thing that I could do. It's important to help women who've been trafficked. It's important to help people who are drug abused. And last week we were able to be involved in that. It's important to help people get better jobs. All of those things are critical, and we're going to do them because Jesus did them. He didn't just say, here's a message, good luck. He did the things He spoke about. So we're going to do them, and we're going to do them well. And when we can't do them well, we're not going to do them at all. We're going to change. But the one thing we're not going to change is the gospel. So as we're looking for this development director, again, I'm going to share in a moment what that is all about. We're asking a person who is born again, who God has given the wisdom and the ability to ask people for funds and the creativity to be involved, perhaps some background in some profession. But the main qualification is not a 4-year degree. And it's not that they're pro-life. And it's not that they're young and active. The main is that they have a pastor's heart, a male or a female, that have a love for Jesus Christ. Because if they have a love for Jesus Christ, they're going to work hard because they see this as a gospel ministry. And they're going to succeed because God's going to bless their heart as they do it. So would you pray as we go forward? You can read in your book there, we've raised $12,500. That's enough money to offer a job to somebody part-time, and we have enough people with networking ability, like Maria Westbrook and others, who would know how to see this candidate through. We also have a great board who will do the vetting, as they say, of this person. We want to put this person on by January 1. Think we could do that? We have the money. Last year we didn't have the money. We had $6,500. We now have enough money. Now we're looking for the person, and we believe God will bring that person to us. Every time we challenge people, and every time we've allowed God to challenge us, we've seen great things. We joined Archway and Gateway together. We had a sonogram ministry in the year 2000. We added a men's ministry. Every time we ask God to take us to the next level, He does. We have to trust Him. We believe, I believe with all my heart, that this is the direction of Gateway. This is the direction for the future of Gateway. And there's nothing wrong with hiring a person to raise funds, because I only care about those people up there. That's all I care about. And some of those gifts that person has, I don't have, but I love Gateway. And I want Gateway to succeed. That's the way I believe, and our board firmly believes it's going to succeed. So we're asking you to do one thing tonight, is pray. Pray for a development director, and if you're a pastor, ask people in your church, think through, and then bring them to our board. Bring them to Robert, or to Tom, or to Michael, or to Betty, or myself, or David. But I would ask you also to give, so we can not only maintain, but we can make through the rest of this year, we desperately need volunteers as well. So I'm going to ask you for that as well. So during the time of offering, you might want to fill that out with the basic information, but I'm going to leave it to Tom Hummel to share with you exactly why we are asking for that pledge or that gift. And may I say something concerning a pledge? Last year we had many people pledge, but many people did not come through with their pledge. If you pledge, you're not pledging to us. And it shouldn't be done just for the moment. You're saying to God, I'm going to do this with your help. And it can bless your heart. But if you make a promise, keep that promise if you would. I'm going to ask Between and Erwin to come up and to sing really what our theme is. Because God overcame, that's why you're in this room. If you know Christ, it's because He overcame. And if you are growing in Christ, it's because He made you an overcomer. All these people that you see on the screen in your book are overcomers. So will you come up and bless us with that?
So while you are thinking about those pledges, why don't we all rise and worship our God and join us in this song.
Destined to die, poured out for all mankind. God's only Son, perfect and spotless one. He never sinned, but suffered as sin he did.